If you've been waiting to refinance and you bought in, say, late 22 or beyond, and you have a higher rate, whether that was done through a temporary buy down or just at the advice or your thoughts to not pay the points, wait for rates to come down, and then refinance. A lot of people are waiting for rates to come down further. So today we're just simply going to break it apart. What is the cost of waiting for the refinance into that lower rate? So what you can see here first is I'm going to share your chart with you that shows the history of mortgage rates. Now this is spanning over 50 years, 7 recessions. You see some periods of rates going up and periods of rates going down. Interesting thing to note in there is the cycle at which rates go up and they go down. The longest cycle that I've seen over the course of this 5-decade window is 6 to 7 years, but that was the late 70s into the early 80s, which was a double recession for rates to go up. They've actually been coming down since their peak, and I believe it was late 23, October-ish of 23, when they almost hit 8%. So let's go get into this relating to the cost of waiting. So the example that I'm going to build out for you is a real situation. If you had a 7% rate with a payment of $2,300 and you were looking at refinancing to 5.99 and saving $280 per month. Now, a lot of people will end up saying, I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to get a better rate. I've been told by people online that rates are going to go down further. The Fed is going to quote unquote cut rates. Spoiler, when the Fed cuts rates, it doesn't cut mortgage rates. Let's keep going with this. So I'm going to wait it out. I want a 5.5, which will save an additional $40. So I'm going to bypass the guaranteed savings of $280 because I want over $300 a month of savings. I've had people tell me this about the refinance because I'm always curious, what is a magic number for that savings to refinance the house? So if I did, I would wait it out. 5.5 is the rate I'm targeting. If you are waiting it out, definitely check out this video on a secret rate window that nobody talks about that I do go through in this video. So the rate after waiting, 5.5, the additional savings. With that, I want you to understand that if it took 12 more months for me to get that better rate, it would cost me $3,360. That's the savings times 12. And then I would have to look at how long it's going to take me to recuperate the additional $40. Not all of it, just the additional 40 is going to be 7 years time. Odds are you may not own the house because you've already had it for a few years, and 7 more years of time would say you're not likely to own the house that long to get that additional savings to make sense to recuperate it. Of course, if you are thinking of selling in the next 12 to 24 months, and refinancing becomes a whole different conversation. Not to say it does or doesn't make sense. It's got to be done a very specific way for it to even begin to make sense regarding refinancing if you're going to sell sooner than later. Make sure to also check out this video, a mistake people often make when shopping rates. So learn why through this video here. If you have any thoughts, drop them into the comment section, such as your thinking related to waiting out better rates. If you want to talk, schedule consultation, mortgage-maestro.com/contact. Hope this can help you think about refinancing, making smart moves as you build wealth through real estate. Talk to you soon.